A government was planning or is planning on giving Trump a brand new plane to be used as an Air Force One. It's a floating palace. Have a listen to this.
CNN has just confirmed that the Trump administration plans to accept a luxury jet from the Qatari royal family that will then be retrofitted and used as Air Force One for the remainder of President Trump's second term. Now, this is highly unusual, and it's raised a lot of questions about, one, whether it's legal, and two, whether it is ethical for the president to accept such a massive gift from a foreign government. Now, this is a plane that President Trump has actually toured previously. It was parked at Palm Beach Airport earlier this year. The president and his aides had a tour. I was told that after, the president was boasting to people about how nice and luxurious the plane was. And technically speaking, we're told how this will happen is that the Qatari Ministry of Defense will transfer the plane to the Pentagon. Now, the Pentagon will be in charge of retrofitting it and modifying it to make it useful for a president. It's raised many questions, and of course this comes as President Trump is headed to the Middle East this week, and that includes a stop in Doha.
Now listen, I went to Doha last year. I was in Qatar. Was the subway system beautiful? Yes. Is the country extremely wealthy? Absolutely. But there's a lot of sketchiness that comes with that. And this is just flat out wrong. Donald Trump responded. He says, so the fact that the Defense Department is getting a gift free of charge of a 747 aircraft to replace the 40-year-old Air Force One temporarily in a very public and transparent transaction so bothers the crooked Democrats that they insist we pay top dollar for the plane. Anybody can do that. The Dems are the world-class losers. Make America great again. One of Donald Trump's biggest cheerleaders is calling him out right now, Laura Loomer. She says, I love President Trump. I would take a bullet for him. Weird. But I have to call a spade a spade. We cannot accept a $400 million gift from jihadists in suits. The Qataris fund the same Iranian proxies at Hamas and Hezbollah who have murdered U.S. service members. This is really going to be such a stain on the administration if this is true. And I say that as someone who would take a bullet for Trump. I'm so disappointed. Did you hear yet? She would take a bullet for Trump. People are saying, how is this even fair? You know, there's people that, that say they worked in the government and they couldn't even take a $20 lunch for free. Bernie Sanders responds, I don't know who needs to hear this. No, Donald Trump cannot accept a $400 million flying palace from the royal family of Qatar. By the way, if you're wondering why this is such a bad idea, it's not just that he would have this for his presidency, it's that he would keep it after he leaves office. The plane would then be transferred, and the rights to the plane, I guess, would be transferred to Trump's presidential library. It's not going to sit at the library for you and I to flick snots at. No, it's going to be used by Trump afterwards and his family. And I think they showed a stat that the family has gained something like $2.9 billion in wealth since this presidency started 3 months ago. It's bribery that's done in plain sight. They're just letting it happen.